Hello everyone, my name is Korosh Erfani. I am a sociologist and a political analyst. And today is Thursday, September 25th, 2025. And as you can see in the title of the presentation, I am going to talk about social power. Something very interesting is happening right now. As you know, some 52 vessels as a flotilla is going toward Gaza in order to break the blockade of Israel in order to get their food, medication, and so on. So we know Israel is planning to react militarily with all these activists who are on these vessels, and that's why the initiative of Italy and Spain to send naval ships to protect effectively the flotilla is something extremely interesting. But regarding the case of Italy, what is even more interesting is that the Italian government didn't want to do so, didn't want to send anything for protecting flotilla, even though there are many Italians among the activists who are there. But something interesting happened. As you can see here, we have a report according to which there was a very interesting movement by the dock workers in one of the most important ports in Europe, and the Italian dock workers. They threatened that if Italy doesn't act immediately, they will block completely this port and the European economy in general will be disturbed. So that's why the government had to act, and this action right now is translated by sending naval ship to help for the protection and the security of those who are in the vessels of flotilla. Spain is doing the same thing, and it shows effectively that if the people leave everything to the government, a corrupted government like the Italian government, for example, with Miss Meloni, the big Zionist, it looks like, nothing happens. But when the people come in the field of action, when the people enter into action, then something happened. So when we are talking about the people and the popular action, we are talking about the social power. And the social power is the organized power of the citizens, right? And thanks to that, we are able to do a lot of things, unbelievably efficient. Another example that we have, even today, we got another news. As you can see here, Starbucks is going to lay off 900, and I saw in some other sources 1,000 workers, and close many of its stores in North America, in the United States and in Canada. Why? Because the boycott movement of the Starbucks as a pro-Israeli company is working. Remember, this post is of 23, December 23, and it's a question of a girl who had been filmed over there and said that no, we don't buy anything from Starbucks. Why? Because we are Palestine, And then we got some other case here, December 7, 2023. The first Starbucks started to close, in the Islamic countries where the people were for defending Gaza. That's the case of Malaysia, for example. And then it continued like this in 2024, December 24, 1 year after. You see some other people are announcing that the BDS, the movement for the boycott, is working, right? And the Starbucks is closing the local stores. And this brought us to, the decision today, when it's a question of many stores in North America and laying off something like 1,000 workers. So we should be aware that this is our power. This is the power of the people. This is the power of citizen. So I saw that on CNN we have a very long piece of news that is describing the story of Starbucks closing many stores and so on, but not a single word about the reason for which, about the impact of the popular boycott and this power of the citizen to impose, a new reality to a company. So that's why this is something that is working. The movement, like the famous BDS, with listing the companies that are, with Israel or in the service of the Zionist government, and then trying to boycott them because of their participation in the Palestinians genocide. So it works, right? And that's why we have to think about this as a matter of fact, as something that is working. Social power is working. That's why I wanted to show that social power is actually the most powerful leverage that we can have. It's not comparable to anything like the government, army, administration, or anything else. As soon as we citizens, we are together, we are organized, we have the leadership effectively, and it could be a collective leadership, it could be a network leadership. As soon as we have a kind of collective management of our movement, we are serious, we are resilient, we are consistent, we can do a lot of things. And that's why the real power should be in the hands of people, right? We are, don't forget that, we are the reference of any system that can be considered as democracy, right? Democracy means the government of people, for the people, by the people. So that's why we should believe in the real democracy, in the social democracy, democracy of society, right? And social democracy is the structure in which social power says the first and the last word, right? And that's why we have to think about that. Everything that we have been told about inefficiency of our action as citizens, saying that no, it doesn't make any difference to do something or not to do so. No, it's not true. The truth is that as soon as we start to act collectively, with coordination, with an objective, and of course to reach that objective strategy, we can do a lot. And that's why these cases of success should come to help us understand the way that's working, the process of shaping social power, acting based on social power, and getting the result, having the outcomes that are very interesting and, of course, fruitful. That's why I recommend to think about how we can participate in the constitution of social power, in the formation of social power, any micro activity of one individual or a small group of 2 or 3 people together is a materialization of this social power. So don't forget that nobody can take this possibility out of us, right? Nobody can take it away. So that's why we have to invest on the social power, we have to organize it, and we have to use it. The people in Gaza, those who are victim of the worst genocide of the 21st century, are waiting effectively for us, for our action. They are waiting for the results of the emergence and the action of social power across the world. Thank you very much for watching this video.